So Nespresso is known for unleashing your inner barista and bringing convenient espresso beverages into your home. After what can only be called an unhealthy relationship with Starbucks, I got the Nespresso Vertuo Next, and now I'm here to tell you, don't buy it. It's been a while since I did one of these videos. I'm almost excited to share with you guys why I hate this thing so much. So Nespresso has a long and confusing lineup of coffee makers, and those are split into the original line, perfect for just espresso, and then an updated Vertuo line which can do the double espresso coffees and the carafe. So wanting more flexibility in the lineup, plus the fact that the pods just look a lot cooler, I went with the Vertuo lineup. Now bear with me here, between the Vertuo lineup there's 6 different machines, and I went with the Vertuo Next Premium, but just know that this video goes for all of the Vertuo Next machines and some others as well. So with dazzling design, an accompanying milk frother, and connectivity to the Nespresso app, this was a match made in heaven that could easily get me over my history with my Starbucks addiction. Or could it? Immediately upon using this thing, it seemed to work as smoothly as the espresso that they make. And that lasted for about 1 week. After that, the thing starts to break down. We're starting to notice a series of red flags. The machine starts to leak water underneath the base daily. It starts getting a lot louder when brewing coffee. It also brews half the amount expected. And by the way, I wish I could show you guys the actual problems this machine was having, but at this point the machine isn't actually able to brew coffee at all, so I can't document these things for the video. So then it stops brewing coffee altogether. When pressing the button, it makes a loud noise like it's gonna start working, and then it just flashes red with this error code saying the pod wasn't recognized. By the way, the problem with Nespresso is that it's self-dispensing. So you literally watch it not brew your coffee and then open it and it just throws the expensive pot away as you go to open the machine. So after having these problems, I did some research online, found a huge amount of people having the exact same problems reported with the Vertuo Next lineup. And all of them had the machines replaced only to have the same repeated problems. Reaching out to support, they offered me a replacement machine. I accepted. I eagerly awaited for the machine to arrive, and when it arrived, I opened it, excited to try this thing out. Now luckily, it actually begins to work, so out of pure excitement I go to make another coffee, only to have the same problem happen again. On the second coffee, it already starts to break down with the same problem of a brewing loudly coffee and half the coffee being made. On a third attempt, it again stops working altogether. So after reaching out to support again, the Nespresso team tried to sway me to upgrade to the Vertuo Deluxe Flathead instead of the Vertuo Next, quoting that they would actually pay the difference. They indicated that the Vertuo Next lineup has known problems and that the Deluxe Flathead would actually be a better experience overall. And I gotta say, it's a weird situation when support flat out tells you the device has known issues and would rather pay the difference and upgrade you for free versus troubleshooting a clearly flawed machine. So we're on to machine 2 at this point, the Deluxe Flathead. Not as premium looking in my opinion, but at this point, it's been days without coffee and even instant coffee was starting to look like a 10. Excited to get started, I brew my first coffee with this machine. And I can't help but notice an incredibly strong plastic smell coming from this machine. Whatever, it's new, right? But then I taste it. Complete plastic. So I reached out to support, who recommends I do a cleaning. I do 8. Still with the same plastic smell and taste, and I don't know if you've ever had warm plastic before. It's not good. I reach out to support again, who states that we can replace the machine at a local boutique, but then when we arrive at the boutique, we're told that it's not how things work around here. I'm told to call support and have them place the order for pickup at the boutique, as replacement machines apparently don't hold any value for the boutiques, and I would agree at this point, these machines do not hold any value. After speaking with support again, placing an order, I get my replacement from the boutique. I take it home, I do a cleaning, this time first. I brew a coffee, and I'm greeted with the familiar taste of plastic I've come to know and love. So at this point, I've looked into everything I can think of, from descaling to using only bottled water or filtered water, doing cleanings, continuing to waste coffees as I went along here. I then reach out to my favorite coffee support team again. However, the feeling is not mutual as they escalate the problem, feeling like I'm committing fraud with how many coffee makers I currently have or that are back in transit to them right now. The funny thing is, by the way, they can't fathom how many machines are breaking down. So it must be me, right? I must be the problem. I'm told that I need to return this machine and give a tracking number in order to get a replacement issued at this point. Now let's fast forward a bit. So I send it back, give the tracking number, and this time request a new Vertuo Roundhead, having the highest ratings on their website. And I wait eagerly for this thing to arrive. Upon arrival, I open it, clean it, and brew. Finally, after 5 replacement Nespresso machines, this one actually works. So the warning I have to everyone is, number one, to skip that Vertuo Next and jump straight to the roundhead machine, a machine less likely to have these same flaws. Number two, also pay attention to the maker of future machines, as Breville, with the exception of the Next lineup, is the superior maker with less issues. Also, let me know down below, have you purchased the Vertuo Next? And if so, have you been having these same issues that I'm talking about with that Next lineup? While you're down there, remember to hit that like button because it tells YouTube that videos like this don't suck as much as the Vertuo Next. And while you're down there, remember to hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this from me. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.